sought the half of it.
Hey everybody, it's you, Lisa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to start off by apologizing. Last week I did not give you guys any vlogs. I had a pretty hectic week. I had a lot going on, so I was unable to record vlogs. But this week I'm going to be talking about how to deal um, with suicidal thoughts, and it will actually be about 2 or 3 parts because it's so much that I want to give you guys. I don't want to give it to you in one sitting, so I'm going to give it to you in about 2 or 3 parts. This week, tonight will be the one. I'll try to do one on tomorrow, which is Wednesday as well, and then Thursday. So if it needs to be 3 parts, but I'm thinking it's probably gonna have to be about 3 parts. So I hope you guys enjoy this week's vlogs, how to deal with suicidal thoughts. Thank you guys. Okay. So ways to deal with suicidal thoughts is, first of all, if you're feeling suicidal, call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline or Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK, which is 1-800-273-8255, or I'm alive at 1-800-SUICIDE, 1-800-784-2433. These toll-free numbers, they're crisis hotlines. They offer 24 hours suicide prevention and support. Your call is free, and of course, it's confidential. So if you're ever feeling suicidal, call one of those numbers and talk to someone. It's confidential and it's free. Again, those numbers are 1-800-273-8255 or 1-800-784-2433. So that's one thing you can do if you're dealing with suicidal thoughts at the moment. Also, if you're afraid to maybe call that number because some people are like, I don't want to talk to anyone that I really don't know. You can always talk to someone that you trust, and let them know how bad things are. Let them know what you're going through, how you're feeling, so that you can have that support system. But make sure it's someone that you know is for you, because everybody is not for you. And if they don't understand what's going on, they're gonna give you um I want to use the proper word. I'm just going to say like false information, because if you're speaking to someone that's never been through the depression or anything, then they really can't relate to you. Or if they've never seen being around someone that's dealt with that, they really can't relate. And you don't want to just tell anybody any information. So you have to make sure whoever you're sharing this information with is actually for you and has your best interest. So make sure it's someone you trust and someone that has your best interest before you go and pour out to them what's going on and how you're feeling and how bad things are going on at that time. Once you've talked to someone that you trust, or if you decide to do that, um, just continue to tell yourself that the pain may be tremendous at the time. It may be hard, whatever you're feeling, but you have to promise yourself that you won't do anything for at least 24 hours or a week. Give yourself time to sit there and really think about the situation that you're going through, because yes, it's hurtful at the moment, but at the same time you have to think about the long haul, how that can affect other people if you were to commit suicide. So just sit there and think about it. Give yourself 24 hours before you make any drastic decisions, or a week. If you can go a week, then that's perfect. But give yourself time before you make any drastic decisions, because you don't want to regret it in the end, or hurt those close to you as well. You don't want to hurt those close to you. So make sure you just give yourself 24 hours to a week so you won't make any drastic decisions. Okay, so next I'm going to give you guys tips on or immediate actions to take if you are feeling suicidal. I have five actions that you should take if you're feeling suicidal. If you ever start feeling suicidal, take these steps. Take them in order to help you out to cope with whatever you're feeling with it at the moment, so that you won't make any drastic decisions. So these next couple of slides that I'm going to do are 5 steps on immediate actions that you should take if you are feeling suicidal. Alrighty. So step one is promise not to do anything like, even though you may be in a lot of pain, you may be going through a lot, give yourself some distance between your thoughts and your actions. Give yourself about 24 hours, like I mentioned earlier. If you can go a week, then give yourself a week, but at least start off with 24 hours. Just know that thoughts and actions are two separate things, and your suicidal thoughts do not actually have to become actions. So give yourself give yourself a moment to just sit and get away from everything that's making you feel the way you're feeling. Like I said, 24 hours to a week. Um, there's not a deadline. No one's pushing you. You don't want to act upon those thoughts immediately because once it's done, it's done. And you don't want to, like I said, an attempt. If you try to attempt, you never know. You can harm yourself for the long run. If it actually works, just think about those loved ones that you're leaving behind and how devastated that would be. So just don't do anything right away. Step number two, avoid drugs and alcohol. Suicidal thoughts become even stronger if you're on drugs or alcohol. It's important to not use any non-prescription drugs or alcohol when you're feeling hopeless or thinking about suicide because it's only going to make it worse. You may end up actually going through with it, and deep down inside, sometimes that's not even what you really want. You're just in the moment, and that's what you feel like is best at that time. So avoid any drugs, any alcohol, because you don't want to cause yourself to be even more upset than you already are. So stay away from drugs and alcohol because the suicidal thoughts become even stronger. Okay, excuse me, sorry. Step three, make your home safe. Get rid of knives, pills, razors, firearms, anything that you can use to hurt yourself. Get rid of it. Give it to somebody that you trust. Give it to someone, but get it out of your house. Or if you can't put it away somewhere, like if you live with other people, go somewhere where you can feel safe, where you feel safe, where you know that you will not hurt yourself by being at that particular place because you don't want to be around anything that's going to help you hurt yourself, basically. You want to get rid of anything that you can hurt yourself with. Um, if you feel like you're about to overdose, give your medicines to someone else. If you've been thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna pop these pills and end it all, give your medications or any type of pills to someone else. And then you can return them whenever, and they can return it to you whenever you're feeling safe. Um, I know when I was having suicidal ideations, about a year ago, the last time I had one, I had a very bad panic panic attack first, or an anxiety attack first. I remember I was in the shower at home, and I had a really bad anxiety attack, and I just felt like I was about to hurt myself. So I called a former coworker, and she actually came in the rain and sat with me for a couple hours until I was able to calm myself down. Like, so you need people like that in your life that's able to come sit with you, talk with you, calm you down, to talk you out of that. So I had that person then, and at one point I did. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. At one point I did like have to get rid of like knives and stuff like that. I wouldn't stay in the kitchen for a certain amount of time because I was living on my own, and I still am. But I was living on my own in my apartment, and my family was so far away, and they really didn't know what I was dealing with. So I would not go in the kitchen for a long period of time because I was afraid that I would pick up that knife and cut myself or something. Um, my ways, and then with pills, I would try not to have so many pills in my home because when I did have suicidal ideations, or when I did try and commit suicide before, I took pills. So now I try not to keep pills in the home, especially those that I know if I take so many, then with alcohol, then I know I will actually kill myself with. So I try to not keep a lot of pills in my home now. If I don't need them, I try not to keep them there. So just if you know whatever your suicidal thoughts goes to, whether it's I'm gonna cut myself, I'm gonna just take some pills, or I'm just gonna shoot myself. If you know that's your go-to, then get rid of that. Get rid of any guns if you know you're gonna shoot yourself. Get rid of any pills if that's what you prefer, or get rid of any knives or razors, anything sharp that you're gonna use if you prefer to cut yourself. Then get rid of that. Make your home safe. Make your environment safe so that you can continue to live a longer, healthier, and get to a healthier life. Okay. Step four is don't keep these feelings to yourself. If you're ever feeling suicidal, um, the first thing you need to do is ways to cope with it is to share them with someone you trust. Like I stated earlier, find someone that is for you. Everybody is not for you. Some people actually want to see that downfall in you because they're just negative and they're insensitive and they just don't get it. So find someone that is actually for you. Make sure they're for you because you can't share, especially something with like depression, anxiety, any type of mental health illness. You can't really just open to any and everybody about that because everyone will not understand and everybody is not for you. So find someone that's actually for you and that you trust, whether it's a family member, a friend, therapist, church member, teacher, doctor, life coach, whoever it may be. Even the um, the helpline that I gave you, the prevention line numbers that I gave you earlier. Even though you may not know them, and some people, they're kind of iffy about going to people they don't know or calling a number because they don't know those people. Those are people that you can actually trust. So find someone that you trust and tell them what's going on with you. Don't be afraid. Don't be don't be embarrassed. Don't feel ashamed. Let someone know what's going on with you because you telling them they can actually save you. So don't be afraid. Don't care. It doesn't matter what people think about you because I know in the beginning it can be very stressful because you're afraid. You don't want anyone to judge you. I, for once, I held in my depression for the longest because I was afraid what people would say, and I just didn't want to hear any judgmental thoughts or people's negative comments. And some people really just don't understand. I know, like in a previous vlog that I did, a lot of people say, "Oh, but you have X, Y, and Z going on. Why are you feeling this way?" No one wants to hear that. Like I need someone that I can trust that's going to be here for me and not give me all these comments that I really don't need to hear. Find someone that you can trust, open up to them and let them know how you're feeling because they can probably help you through it. Don't hold that in because just talking to someone, you can actually release some of that stress and that pressure and the hurt and the pain that's been building up inside of you. And then maybe that person can help you cope with whatever that you're going through. So don't keep those suicidal thoughts in. Find somebody that you can trust, find someone that's for you, and open up to them and let them know what's going on so they can help you cope with what's going on in your life so you can move past it. Step 5 is believe. Believe in yourself that you will get through it. No, people actually do get through this. People actually do survive being depressed, having anxiety, any type of mental illness. People actually do get through this. So you have to believe in yourself that you will continue to grow and become stronger and stronger. People, even the people that's feeling as bad as you or feeling worse than you, they survive this on a day-to-day basis. Like I said, I've been through it all. I've attempted suicide. I have had suicidal ideations and I'm still here today because I believed in myself. Believe in yourself and you will be where I am today. You will become stronger. Like I can't stress it enough. Find those that are there that are for you and that actually support you. Having a great support system helps you also continue to fight and get through this. That's another way that you really are gonna. Another way that you're really only gonna make it through is having a great support system. Believe in yourself. Have a great support system. Know that you're gonna get through it because if you have a support system where you can go and you can talk to them about what is going on, then that just gives you that extra push because they're going to motivate you to keep going and keep living. So find those that are there for you. I know I'm being repetitive with that, but that's like one of the number one keys is finding people that you trust and that are actually there for you. You can get through this no matter how bad you're feeling, the loneliness, the isolation you're currently experiencing. Just know that you're not going through this alone. Find someone. Like I said, you can always reach out to me. I'm always open. Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter is all you lovely said, just like my YouTube channel. I also have an email address, youlovelysaid@gmail.com. So build that support system. I'm willing to be your support system if you need that as well. But just continue to believe in yourself and you will continue to grow. You'll continue to get stronger and you will beat this. All right, you guys. So that is part one for how to deal with suicidal thoughts. I will be coming back with part two on tomorrow. I hope this first part helps you out a little bit, or can bless you, or maybe someone you may know. Just take everything in that I gave you today. Like I said, part two will be tomorrow. So I thank you so much for joining me in part one. And like I said, I do apologize again for not giving you any vlogs last week. But this week, I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to give you about 3 parts on how to deal with suicidal thoughts. Thank you guys. Be blessed.